If you think that a carnivore diet is the cure-all to most health problems, I'm going to show you something different. Welcome everyone to my very humble channel. Let's get on into it. A lot of you guys have discovered the carnivore diet, like you discovered the keto diet. You're dealing with issues of inflammation, eczema, polycystic ovarian syndrome, weight gain, your thyroid, histamine, leaky gut, and you think that starting a carnivore protocol is going to be the savior. In this video, I'm going to go and throw up some screenshots. I'm going to read the screenshots, and you can see yourself some of the major problems that people are having while attempting to do an all-meat diet. Anna writes, really good quickie on protein amounts and overdose. I got jacked up on 3 months of carnivore and now 2 to 3 months reduced protein, but still jacked. Talking to you soon on a consultation. Thank you. And we have a user who writes, I'm right there with you. I can't lose weight. I'm exhausted and aggravated, and I'm trying to start running again, but my body screams, sit down. Here's a ketogenic comment. My ketones were abysmal for 2 years. I would hang between a 0.5 and on a rare day, maybe hit 1.0. I went by net carbs, wrong. My protein was too high and my fat was too low. And of course, we have our lovely Tanya who writes, she's honest and awesome. Carnivore didn't work for me or my husband. We've never been so ill. Had a load of bloods to find out what's wrong with me. What's the problem, and also what's the solution? Okay, this is a tough one because I've done a million videos about this. You have to know your existing health. What works for one guru are the rumblings of somebody commenting on a Facebook page or your neighbor or somebody at the donut store. What is the problem? And what are some solutions? The first thing I want you guys to understand is it does not matter who the guru is. It doesn't matter about your neighbors, daughters, boyfriends, cousins, mothers, uncles, son, who did amazing on carnivore. It only matters what's going on with your individual health. And to know that, you got to pay attention. A lot of you guys don't know your insulin, your A1C, your kidney function, your liver function. You don't even know if there's anything going on with your thyroid or even your gallbladder. That's a huge one. Most people going into one of these low carb diets where you up your fat, if it's high fat carnivore or a ketogenic diet, don't realize that they have cholesterol that's backed up in the gallbladder, or their liver is not functioning properly. And now they're trying to eat gobs of ground beef or adding tallow or butter, and they feel terrible. And that is because they don't know that they have an underlying gallbladder issue. Yes, knowing your existing health is incredibly important, because if you're insulin resistant and you have dysglycemia or hypoglycemia or even a thyroid issue where you drop your carbs, you go and try to do a carnivore diet or a keto diet and your hair starts falling out. This is why you see on these screenshots, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I've done carnivore and I've had diarrhea for a year, or I'm constipated, or I feel absolutely exhausted. I had to stop. What do? Well, you can go and get an ultrasound of your gallbladder. And this is why it's so easy for me to find screenshots of people saying, I don't know what went wrong. I feel terrible. I mean, everybody else feels great and has lost a ton of weight, but I feel like garbage. But in reality, it's not true. People will omit and not tell you when they're feeling bad on a carnivore diet. It is in human nature today not as hunter-gatherers, for us to be braggadocious or to make everything sound so easy because we want success with our bodies. And sometimes people try to manifest something that's not actually there. The goal is to pay attention to your individual health and find a dietary measure that actually works best for you. If you're severely hypoglycemic or you have terrible stones or sludge in your gallbladder, you might have to do low carb, high fat until you work out the gallbladder or you work out your blood sugar dysregulation, and then try something that's a high fat carnivore or a ketogenic diet. Here are some very simple solutions. Just go grab, this is for your gallbladder, just go grab some butter, some tallow or lard, whatever you don't have a histamine reaction to, and take 3 tablespoons straight down the mouth and swallow. Wait an hour or 2, and if you don't have bloatedness, nausea, stomach ache, a greasy stool, urgency to poop, you probably can tolerate that fat and your gallbladder is fine. If you cannot tolerate that much fat, go watch my video on the gallbladder. And for those with hypoglycemia, high blood sugar, dysglycemia, pay attention to the symptoms. If you're sleepy in the afternoon, if you have a hard time waking up, if you wake up 3 times, 1 time during the night and you think you have to pee, if you get tired after breakfast or tired after any meal, we need to slow down and see how bad that hypoglycemia or dysglycemia is, and then decide, do I need to go back on low carb before going ketotic? Watch my videos to learn the steps on how to switch between diets. The last, if you have leaky gut, histamine, any type of allergy, pay attention to those symptoms. Mucus, headaches, itchy, if you have candida, itchy bung, vaginas, armpits, white tongue, cracks on the nail, eczema, acne, psoriasis, tired, feeling weak, agitated. These are all signs of histamine. You might be reacting to the red meat you're eating all the time because you don't know where your meat is coming from. Y'all, the solution is don't go all in. I know you love some of these foods, but you're going to have to pull back and start off very slow. If you think or if you have a dairy allergy, then you might want to start with ghee, or you might want to start off with 1/4 teaspoon and work your way up over weeks and weeks. That's the same thing with avocado or types of meat or fish, anything that you're reactive to. Definitely anything that's a probiotic or kimchi, you got to go very slow, and then you rotate. You have it for 3 days, then you switch to something else for 3 days. And this is for people with severe histamine intolerance, that you have to rotate meats every 3 days and not eat the same thing every day. Check for things like eggs, they're high histamine. Don't do any cheese, high histamine. Even be careful for mushrooms for those who've got severe candida, yeast infections, and men, you have them too. The last is, of course, the electrolytes. I'm just summarizing what I say all the time. You got to have sodium, potassium, magnesium. Calcium is more important for those who have no calcium in their diet or postmenopausal who don't work out. But the main electrolytes you need to focus on are magnesium, sodium, and potassium, and they come from different forms. I have a bazillion videos, so go to my next video. I'll probably post something on electrolytes. Comment below. Tell me what your experience is. Have you had any problems on a carnivore diet or even on a keto diet? Let me know. I'm trying to create a database and learn more about my people. Instead of trying to do some stupid study, I like to learn from you guys. If you guys want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com, book a consultation. You can talk to me directly. I've been working with people over the years. I also have an Instagram, which is Stephanie Ketogenic. My Facebook is Stephanie the Business Person. Challenge is coming soon. All of this information is going into it. I have a course that's month to month, $15 a month, which is subscription based, where I cover all 3 diets. And I think I'm out because it's so beautiful outside. Yeah, it's gorgeous. And for those who don't know, I just moved from California, pit stop in Texas, to Tennessee. So from California to Tennessee, 2 horses, 2 donkeys, city girl goes country. I'm 55, going on 56 in a matter of weeks. 16 years in ketosis, and I'm out. Energy. Goodness. And Luca! That's my little pony. That's my little pony. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you're a polka dotted pony.